My daughter got called to the principal's office for refusing to write a compliment about a classmate. When I saw the composition notebook in her backpack, I bought her ice cream on the way home. The school called at 11:15. My daughter had been sent to the office for refusing to participate in a class activity. When I got there, she was sitting in a plastic chair with her arms crossed and a look on her face I'd never seen before. Not defiance, conviction. My daughter Willa is 10. She's the kind of kid who writes thank you cards to bus drivers and once cried because a caterpillar fell off a leaf. So when the guidance counselor, Mr. Brandt, told me she'd disrupted a classroom exercise and refused direct instruction from her teacher, I knew there was more to it. The teacher, Ms. Adkins, was already in the office. She looked frustrated. We were doing a team-building exercise. Each student writes something nice about every other student on an index card. Willa refused to write a card for one student. When I told her she had to include everyone, she said no and sat down. I looked at Willa. Which student? She said. Fletcher. Mr. Brandt jumped in. Fletcher is a well-liked student. Class president, honor roll, involved in everything. We're not sure why Willa singled him out. I asked Willa why she wouldn't write the card. She was quiet for a moment. Then she reached into her backpack and pulled out a composition notebook. She opened it to a page with a date written at the top. October 9th, she read. Fletcher told Meadow her drawing looked like a kindergartner made it. She erased the whole thing and didn't draw for the rest of the week. She turned the page. October 22nd. Fletcher took Ruthie's lunch and said she didn't need it because she was already fat enough. Ruthie ate in the bathroom for 3 days. Another page. November 3rd. Fletcher told Darius his dad left because Darius was annoying. Darius cried in the coat closet during recess. She had 14 entries. 14 dated specific incidents spanning 2 months. She'd been documenting everything Fletcher said to other kids in a composition notebook with the kind of detail a detective would admire. Names, dates, quotes, and what happened afterward. The room was completely silent. Ms. Adkins looked like she'd swallowed something sharp. Mr. Brandt was reading the notebook with his mouth slightly open. Willa closed it and put it back in her bag. I'm not writing something nice about someone who makes everyone around him feel terrible. You can put whatever you want on my report card. Ms. Adkins spoke first. I had no idea Fletcher was saying these things. I looked at her. Did you ever ask? She didn't answer. Mr. Brandt said, Willa, why didn't you tell a teacher about this? She looked at him like the answer was obvious. I told Ms. Adkins in October that Fletcher was being mean to Meadow. She said I should focus on my own work and let her handle classroom behavior. Nothing happened. So I started writing it down. I turned to Ms. Adkins. Is that true? Did she report this to you? Ms. Adkins shifted in her seat. She may have mentioned something. I don't recall the specifics. My 10-year-old kept a log with dates and quotes because the adult in the room didn't listen the first time. And now she's the one sitting in this office. Mr. Brandt closed the notebook and set it on his desk carefully. I think we need to have a conversation with Fletcher and his parents and review some of these incidents. Fletcher's mother arrived 20 minutes later. She was already on the defensive before she sat down. My son is class president. He doesn't bully anyone. Mr. Brandt showed her the notebook. She read 3 entries and stopped. She didn't say anything else for the rest of the meeting. Willa was given no punishment. Fletcher was pulled from the team-building exercise and referred to the counselor. 3 of the kids Willa had documented, Meadow, Ruthie, and Darius, were each spoken to privately. 2 of their parents called me that week. Ruthie's mom left a voicemail that I've saved. She said, nobody knew about the lunch thing. Nobody except your daughter. In the car, Willa buckled her seatbelt and stared out the window. Am I in trouble? She asked quietly. I reached back between the seats and held up the composition notebook she'd given me. I'm buying you a new one of these. And ice cream. And whatever else you want for dinner. She almost smiled. Can I get a binder instead? I'm running out of pages.